Well, like the window, which had a nailing flange on it, this one has brick molding, and that'll stop it when it goes into place, right up tight against the sheathing. Also like the window, the first thing I'll do is check it for level. Okay, this left side has to come up a little bit. I'll put my flat bar under there and raise it and hold it with a shim shingle. Just to back up a little bit, if this were a new house, this threshold would be sitting on the subfloor. When you raise it to level it, this creates an airspace. Normally, I would set this in a bed of caulk, and when it's finished, caulk around the edges. Well, I'll snug that up just a little bit. All right, that's good. Now I'll check the side for plumb. Plumb means perpendicular to level, or directly to the center of the earth. This could be a mistake using a 4-foot level on the brick molding like this because the molding might not be straight. The level reads plumb. I'll check it with this straight edge. And this one is straight. All right, it's ready to nail. Just like the window, I'm going to start at the top corner, put a long finish nail through here, and then one at the bottom. Check the other side. Better check it again for straight. No, this one isn't quite right. It's tight at the top and the bottom, but there's a crack here in the middle. If I can use my 4-foot level against the straight edge, and it reads top to bottom. And this side is plumb, so I'll just need to nail it. Again, I'll nail the top and bottom. I can use the door now because it's fixed in place. The threshold and the head are level, and the sides are plumb, but it's not finished. Well, the first thing I need to fix is this. The door is sagging. This jamb is not very tight because it's only being held by the molding on the outside. This rough opening is pretty bad. It's really wide here at the top and goes down to nothing at the bottom. I'll have to use a lot of shim shingles in different places to compensate for that. The first one I want to put in is up here by the top hinge, and I want that to be a little loose because I want to pull the jamb over. So to hold that, I'll put a little 4-penny toenail through here. And then I'm going to nail through the jamb into the framing. Now these are 10-penny finish nails. They're going to go right through that shim and into the framing. Two nails for each shim. Drive it near the surface and then set them. That'll tighten it up. Well, that's better, but it looks like it still needs a little more. I'll take that out with the screws through the jamb. Now that's much better. It looks good on this side, but there's a little problem down here. This is too tight here, and that's because this door is sagging. It wants to pull on the top hinge and push on the bottom hinge, and this movement shouldn't be there. This jamb should be fixed to the frame. I'll take that out by putting a shim in here, and as I do that, you can see the door move over. That's about the right margin, so I'll nail it. Normally I'd use my straight edge against the jamb to check it for straight, but I can't now because these wedges are in the way. And so I'll use the margin on the door to check it. Then I'll need to put some shim shingles in here, just above this hinge. As you can see, I've had a little trouble keeping this door closed. One of the reasons for that is this weather stripping is new. It's putting a little pressure against the door. Another reason a door would want to swing open by itself would be that the wall is not plumb, and that could be a real problem. You could fix that on the outside by putting in a long shim, but the inside surface should be flush with the inside finish. Now the last thing I have to do is go back to the outside and nail up the trim. That looks good. Now the last thing I need to do is adjust this threshold. A little too tight.